Just waiting.
Da, 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 da,
For it to start something. Oh, there we go.
Kick it off with some Animal Crossing music.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2. And we're talking Animal Crossing, which is probably like one of the reasons why we even started this. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
It was the reason that we started. Yeah, we were talking about Animal Crossing and said, oh, we should do a live on Animal Crossing. Oh, we should just do a live in general. And here we are, episode 2, Animal Crossing.
Yeah. So I don't know if all of you guys play it. How much do you know about it? So nice that you have a good nap.
I have not yet napped.
Hello, everyone. You see the sweats now because it's been like 6 weeks since I visited my own island.
Gavin, you need to go to your island.
Yeah, although I did watch a video where someone traveled 10 years in the future and no like villagers left or anything, so they're not gonna disappear on you, which is good.
It just means you're gonna have like loads of weeds to pick up and stuff.
That's true, but then you can imagine how many like weeds you will have to craft like hedges.
So many hedges. Your island is a hedge maze. Oh.
Yeah. But all is good though. What if I go and they shout at me? I think they kind of do though. They don't shout, but they're just passively aggressively being like, "You've abandoned us."
Yeah. They've said the whole, "Where have you been?" They'll then be like, "We missed you. We're so happy to have you back."
I've actually never played, but this should be fun. So actually, that kind of, I think it would be. I didn't really go. Wow. We asked for questions on Twitter and Instagram, and I didn't really go through the questions because I wanted to be a surprise, but I did see one that I thought it would be a good place for us to start, especially if not everyone has played the game. And that was simply to explain what it is. And since I have just started this, like when this came out, but you have always been a fan of the game, Jade. So I think I'll just lay down and like let you do the thing.
I've played Animal Crossing for years. Like Wild World was my thing. Wild World was the Animal Crossing game on the DS, the original DS. And I loved that, and that is where I formed my great friendship with Goldie. But the basic concept of the game, originally, the original games, were you as a character would move to a new town to start a new life, and everything in that town, or everyone in that town even, is animals. So there are dogs and cats and birds and rabbits and hamsters, etc. And although they are animal-bodied, they interact with you like people would. It's not like you have to go and feed them like pets. It's not that sort of animal care. Just your villagers happen to be animals. And in the original games, you would buy a house and you would have to pay off your loan to Tom Nook, who is the overlord of Animal Crossing. He is a raccoon, and he has started up this business where he will sell you a house and you can buy things from his convenience store. And as the games have evolved, Tom Nook's empire has evolved. So originally, in the original games, his shop was just a little wooden shack, and like that was Tom Nook's shop. We didn't even have Timmy and Tommy back then. And you could buy things from the shop and stuff. And then as the games have evolved, his shop has evolved, the empire has evolved. You've had the additions of Timmy and Tommy and the Happy Home Academy and etc. Like Tom Nook's empire, keeps growing. So he's got housing, business, shops, and now travel. So in the new game, rather than moving to a new town where you live, you are going on a deserted island getaway. Tom Nook's new business venture is selling islands because he's got it all now. So you go to this deserted island that Tom Nook takes you to with Timmy and Tommy because now he's got his little apprentices.
Little trash pandas.
Little trash pandas. You are given a tent, you set up camp on this island, and gradually you help to develop this island from deserted island where it's just total wilderness to eventually bustling town. And along the way, you are in enormous debt to Tom Nook, and Tom Nook makes you pay everything, even if it's furthering his business, because you're the only player.
Yeah.
But you can sell fruit, and in this new one, they've introduced crafting. Crafting was never a thing in the older games. So now you can collect wood when you chop the trees, and you collect the twigs and the weeds and stuff. In the old one, the weeds would literally just decorative points. Like if you had weeds, it marked your island down, and you picked them up and they just poofed away, like they didn't go into your pockets or anything. Whereas in this one, everything is a resource for something. So yeah, crafting's new addition, like that.
How did you used to get stuff without crafting? Would you just like
buy
them?
Yeah. So to start with, you would obviously have no money, so you would have to start from the very bottom, picking up shells, selling them, picking all the fruit and selling them, and then in the shop you could buy the shovel and the slingshot and the net, etc. But yeah, you had to start with nothing.
I'm happy with the change they made then.
Yeah, it gives it a new element for sure. And also in the old games, your tools never broke, so you had a net and you had the net forever.
Oh, how convenient! Can't relate.
Yeah. And I know a lot of like long-term players were a bit annoyed about the breakage because we've never had to deal with that before.
Yeah, it makes sense though. I feel like it would be too easy if they didn't. Maybe they break a bit too easy, but maybe we're just not skilled in it. Maybe just
can annoys me.
Huh? Oh, the watering can, yeah.
Well, I get that your wooden shovel would break if you're smashing a rock with it. I get that. But your watering can, where you are delicately pouring water out, is not going to explode after 10 flowers.
But what about a net? Like, how hard are you smacking these bugs? Like, then it has to break. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's the basic concept of the game. You befriend the villagers, you can either be friends with them or you can be horrible to them, and you get friendship points and stuff. And
check the status of friendship. I know there's ways to test it, but I wish there was like some sort of friendship bar, like in Sims.
See what level, level of friendship you are. Yeah. Cool. And also in the new one, you can decorate the island, which was not previous a thing. Normally, or in the old games even, you would get the items to decorate your house. You couldn't decorate the actual island. And then in New Leaf, it developed so that your character is mayor of the town that they moved to. And that's when they started introducing the fact that you could build bridges and you could build like community projects. Like putting a bench out would be a community project. It wouldn't just be like placing a bench. It would be, you know how you get Lloyd when you put the benches and the stairs and stuff up? A bench would be like that. You would pick a plot for a bench and it would be a community project, and then you'd have to wait for it to be built. So I do like the new edition of decorating the island. That is...
Yeah, that's it sounds like actually the previous games were quite a bit different then.
There are a lot of differences, yeah. But it has been a slow evolution. Like from Wild World New Leaf to this, like you can see the progression. Like New Leaf is kind of where Animal Crossing got good, and then New Horizons is where it's become like widespread. Yeah.
I wonder how much the actual quarantining of most countries has to do with this, because obviously I'm sure loads of people probably wouldn't have gotten into it as much if it not for that. I wonder how much.
You are probably right. It was convenient timing for them, I suppose.
Yeah. Which is an odd plus to the situation.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the explanation.
That's okay. I hope it was helpful for any of you who are not familiar with it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of a mixture between like it's like Stardew Valley, but also Pokemon because you collect them.
Collect the villagers.
Yeah, I mean you only get 10, but there are people who are gonna go and like use 300-mile tickets to like find the one. Not that it's always successful, but funny. I've been like in a YouTube's rabbit hole of those videos, and it was really funny. I sent you like the clip today when someone saw, they didn't even like, it was just like a passing comment because they were just like going through so many, and someone saw meringue and they were like, ugh, margarine. I was just wondering how long has this person thought that meringue was margarine, you know? I just want to know how long they thought it for. Obviously all the comments let him know, but
her name is not Margarine.
I understand though, like, you know, when you glance at something and you read it and then you never really reread it again and you just assume that's the thing. Oh, he's been calling meringue margarine. Funny. Started playing on Saturday and totally hooked. It's a very addicting thing, I'd say.
It's a grindy sort of game. Like, it's not a quick game. It's not a game you can get through and complete. I don't think you ever complete Animal Crossing. It's a long haul. No,
I hope not. I hope that they give you like little goals and stuff to like continuously make me feel like I didn't waste so much money on something. I don't think that.
They've apparently said that they're going to support the game with regular updates for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
So we've got at least 3 years.
It's always restarted, but I wish you could have multiple islands so you wouldn't have to, if you wanted another one, you wouldn't have to delete this one. And also like multiplayer, which I think is a very cheeky thing of them to not allow it. Because Logan can have a house in my island, but he cannot have another island because, again, it's just one island per game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I at first we thought that it was maybe you have to just buy another game, but apparently that also is not how it works. So it's one
island per Switch.
Yeah. Which is weird.
I'm sure there is a way where when you're setting up the Switch, you can set up different.
There was sort of like manual configuration, but I am not messing. Like I don't want to risk my island. Like, you know.
There is a way to do it, but it's not easy and it's not advertised.
Yeah, but it should be an option. Like it's so cheeky to just allow one game per Switch. Like that's ridiculous. That's my only like nitpick.
But that's not one. It's a game. That's with Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
fun.
Although like other Nintendo games though allow that, so I don't know if it's not with the game. Like Pokemon allow that, so it might be with the game. I'm not sure. I don't know where about this lays, but yeah. So you will always knew that you want this game since it was announced.
Forever, yeah.
I only got familiar that this is even a thing when everyone on Instagram started posting it. I did not even know this was a thing. I never really had a Switch. I never really had any like handheld type of game console. So, and my gaming style has always been kind of like more gory, high fantasy, sci-fi games. So, but then like I honestly just got
far apart.
I just got sold through Instagram, so I know why all of the people hire people on Instagram to like post that it works. No, but it was obviously like not sponsored post that got me into it. It was just I just saw it, and obviously because of the times, I was like, I kind of need it, I think, for distraction.
It kind of wiped over everywhere. Like there was no Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing was released, and then all you saw for at least 2 weeks was Animal Crossing.
I know, and I kept like, and at first I was like, oh, that's cute. It's not for me though, but it's cute. And then I kept looking at it, and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool because it reminds me a bit of Sims. But then I was like, but also, which by the way, I love. I love Sims. Like it's my baby. But then I was like, oh, but it's so cutesy. I don't know if I could like, and it's expensive. And it's not necessary. And then I got it at like 2 a.m. I made the purchase, which was bad time. And then in the morning, I was like, what was I thinking? I was giving myself like a proper hard time, but because it was sold out everywhere. And then I saw it in the middle of the night, and I was like, I'll do it. And then regretted in the morning, and then regretted it for a couple of weeks when I started playing it. And now all of my recommended videos on YouTube is just people going and trying to find villagers.
I'm glad you got sucked into the rabbit hole with me.
I did. I really did.
I'm glad your regrets are gone and you've, seen the light of Animal Crossing.
Me too. I think it's at the beginning, it was a bit boring because you don't have a lot to do at the very start. But then once I got like,
you're not excited about it, and you're not a like long-term fan of the games, when you start it, it could seem a little disappointing because it's like, oh, is this it? Because you don't know that no, it gets so much better.
Yeah, for sure. So that's a little story of how we started playing, I suppose.
Just in Rachel's comment, my favorite part of Animal Crossing coming out was 2 weeks where Jade's reading vlogs were literally just updates on how much Animal Crossing she was playing.
Oh, I was hosting Owls and I was not giving it the attention it deserved. It was hard. It was so hard. God. Oh, it jumped. The chat jumped. It happened.
Not just me. The chat jumps.
The chat jumps. I'm new to Animal Crossing, and honestly, the perfect time for a game like this to come out. I agree. It's not perfect for me personally, like whatsoever. I feel like I've been busier than normal, but overall, I feel like
for the majority of people, it has been the perfect escapism.
Yeah. And it has been for me recently, as like especially like the last couple of weeks. I feel like I really needed it. I'm just glad that I also had an audiobook that I can listen to while I play, because otherwise, and it's already really cut down my reading time, the little one that I had.
I mean, me not being at work, like I've got a very good balance of playing a shit ton of Animal Crossing and reading a shit ton because I've got nothing else to do.
I only played Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on my phone, but I only have a DS. What was that?
That's the console before the Switch was the DS.
It's just too expensive for me. Yeah, it's not cheap, but I feel like the hours I probably put into it will, if I spread it out and look at it that way, I don't feel as bad.
That is another good way to look at it. I mean, I looked at my hours the other day because I got 5 stars. I thought, oh, I wonder how many hours it's taken me. I've played over 250 hours of Animal Crossing.
Wow. But you have a 5-star island now?
I do have a 5-star island now, yeah.
I don't even know how many mine has, but I don't really want to check at the moment because it's such a mess in most of the places. Oh, Rebecca has been playing her DS lately. Still works perfectly. Is that the one with the little screen thing?
Yeah. What are you playing on the DS? Are you playing New Leaf?
Playing while I'm watching you guys. Very on theme.
We approve of that.
Treated to an early birthday present. Well, happy birthday, soon to be. I also got the light one. I can't compare it to the other one, but I do like it a lot.
I have the, well, I don't have the traditional one. I have the Pokemon edition, but I do like the fact that I can hook mine up to the TV. Like when I was like in my first 3 weeks of doing nothing but playing Animal Crossing, it was really nice to hook it up to the TV and just lounge on the sofa with it on the big screen.
Yeah.
But I play it more so as a handheld than I do on the TV.
Mm-hmm. Okay, shall I go through the questions then?
Yes. Hoping we know the answers.
I think I didn't make it very clear in the post because loads of them are just not, well, not loads, we didn't even get loads, but like a lot of them were just like not Animal Crossing. It's just like general ones, which maybe we'll answer later. What advice do you have for someone who is just starting to play Animal Crossing? I have a couple. So someone who's like just started herself. First of all, apparently you only get 8 inclines. I have planned, well, I didn't plan, but I set up my like residential area using 4 of them, not knowing that there's a limit of 8, and I just wanted to make like a little incline, and I had like plans in my head, and Tom Nook goes like, "Oh, our little island only can handle 8 inclines," which, by the way, what's gonna happen if the 9th one comes in? Like, is it gonna sink? Like, but apparently you only have 8 inclines, and that's it. So I have to
believe you can only have 8 bridges as well, probably.
Probably. I haven't reached that far, but I assume it was probably gonna apply. But yeah, so that's the thing.
My biggest piece of advice would be plan ahead. Like when you are on your island to start with, you don't have access to terraforming any of the paths, any of those things that you will get later on. Which means when you randomly place all of your houses all over the place because you don't know what you're doing yet, you're going to have to pay to move all of them. And they're 50,000 bells to move. Bells is the currency, by the way. So I would say plan ahead and lay your houses out, perhaps in a way where you won't then have to spend 500,000 bells to move them all.
Yeah, that's true. So I just saw this comment. Yes, he is still very much a loan shark. I was just...
Someone said, is he a loan shark jerk? I don't think he's a jerk.
I am not the biggest fan of Tom Nook. I think he is cheeky. I think he is a selfish raccoon. But I do love the nephews. I love the Nooklings.
Tom Nook is not a selfish jerk, okay?
I agree to disagree.
Those raccoons, Timmy and Tommy, right? He adopted them out of the kindness of his heart.
Aren't they his nephews?
Adopted children.
Fine, he's good to his family, but like he, with all of his like full pockets, he can like fucking foster 300 of like raccoon babies.
Well, also, right? He gives you the house before you pay anything. You don't even have to do it.
He's smart about it.
It's generous. You have a 0% interest loan and you can pay that off whenever you want. He does never come knocking at your door going, "Oi, pay me or I'm going to take your basement away." He doesn't say that. He gives you as much time as you need. And he will buy anything. Or now it's Timmy and Tommy that buy anything off you. But originally, he would buy anything off you. You have literal garbage to sell and he will pay you for it. So that you can pay off your debts back to him.
I respect your points. I just don't agree. I don't hate him by any means. I don't have that strong of it. I think it's funny and I think it's hilarious, but the guy is like really, in my opinion, cheeky. Especially with like selling the land.
Yeah.
Selling the land. Excuse me. You have to pay, which by the way, now is like, I have like enough bells to like go around and do whatever. But back when I was just like selling my sea bass, selling the clumps of weed for a bell. and then I had to sell the land for like 10,000 bells, which to me then was ridiculous. Just so someone can move in and then give all of that loan money, that assuming they have the same type of thing that we do, to him to make his island. I'm the only one that does work there. To make his island marketable. Excuse me. At least he could do is to give me like free space to live in. Tis my point of view. But I honestly think it's just funny.
If we look at it from a real life standpoint, like if that Animal Crossing situation was real life, then yeah. Look at it from a game. Like if you give your free, you would get.
But they could have made it some sort of like other character that does the thing. Maybe someone outside the game that comes in is like, "Oh, you give me money," like probably a bad guy.
Well, for the thugs, so they won't.
Just come in knocking at midnight when bells ring. Just, with a bell, you owe us bells. I just think it's funny. Would you do a video matching your islanders to books? I did think about that because someone already
also thought about this.
And I thought maybe I might, but I just need to settle on my island. I'm still rotating villagers about. Okay, wait, I was speaking about something. Oh, advice, right?
Right, yeah, we went on a tangent there, didn't we?
What other advice? I would actually definitely plan ahead. Although I will say, don't worry too much about that. I had zero idea what I'm gonna do. I still will change 100 times of what I do. Don't stress too much about if you are too overwhelmed, because when you just start, it's just obviously just land. It can be very overwhelming.
To a certain extent, you can't plan ahead that much, because when you first land, you don't have the tools to get rid of the trees or anything that could be in your way. You can't cross the river. You can't cross the rivers or go on
for the longest of time. I didn't have a ladder for the longest of time. I don't know if it was just me, but I had I didn't have it for so long. Do you remember you gave it to me?
Yeah.
I was like, when is this gonna happen to me? Because I just couldn't go up. So yeah.
Have fun. Is it advice? Just enjoy it.
Yeah. And also, if you do look at a lot of YouTube videos on islands, don't worry, most islands don't fucking look that way. It's just all, because whenever I watch it, I'm like, man, these are amazing. And then I look at mine and I'm like, oof,
We'll get to where you want it. And that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Also be patient with it, unless you're a time traveler.
Yeah. That was actually one of the questions later on, that if we time travel. What was the actual question?
Would you like me to answer that now?
And just checking if it had any other bits. I can't see it anyway. No.
No. I've never time traveled in any Animal Crossing game.
I don't have anything against it. If people want to, then they obviously can. I don't want to. That's
I also don't want. If that's how you want to play, then you play it. It's there.
Even Nintendo are aware that that's happening, and they don't mind it. It's just a way to play. It's different.
Whereas I prefer being in it for the long haul. I don't want things to happen to
I feel like
I want it to be over. I want
exactly. I feel like it would take a little bit of that anticipation of if you can if you can buy your turnips any day, then what's special about Sunday? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be as fun, because you don't have to. I suppose it's delayed gratification, and it's just restraint. Train yourself to not need this like instant gratification. Like the long-term reward is usually sweeter.
Moving my museum yesterday. Yesterday I set up all this new space for my museum and I had the little building plot, but like I waited. Waited to see what it would look like, and I'm so pleased with myself.
Now for today, for example, apparently when you somehow, I don't think this would happen often, but I basically had a camper move into my island, and then at the same day I found another villager like through the island hunting. And apparently I thought that both of them are going to move into today, but I only got one. So apparently it's just one villagers per day. And like I could travel and get pashmina tomorrow, like today, but I'll wait. That's fine. It was also funny because the villager that I got from the campsite was actually Zell, which is, I'll just pull up a photo for you. But I was watching again because I fell into a YouTube hole of people hunting, and you know when they kind of comment on the villagers, just like for entertainment and stuff. So many people were like so negative about him. I don't know why. That's my new one. I love like deer and goats are my favorites. Obviously with some other ones but as well, but like they are just my favorite groups, I think. And I think he's so cool. His apartment is so cool. And then so many videos, not even just one, but like I've just seen a reoccurring thing that people are like, oh no, what even are you? I'm like, excuse me. How dare you?
There are some people that feel like that about the koalas, though. Whenever we see a koala, we're like, ugh, no. Maybe there's someone out there that loves those koalas.
Yeah, maybe, or anteaters.
Or kangaroos.
Questionable. Kangaroos are not as bad to me, but they blink at the same time and it's unnerving. Like the baby and the mother blinks at the same time.
You don't like apes, do you?
No, they just look like they always look like they're just gonna attack you. Like I think a lot of them are jocks as well, so it just has that as well. Like
my current ape, Pee-wee, is a grouchy.
What's a grouchy?
Grumpy, angry.
Oh, right, cranky thingy.
Yeah.
I think the cranky animals have that same voice. We noticed.
Oh yeah, the very low.
I have a cranky one. I have Morty.
Oh yeah, creepy dude.
I didn't mind him at the beginning, but he's gonna go. He's a bit rude. He's gonna find another home.
I want Pee-wee to go. He's just not about that.
I suppose we can naturally move on into which islanders we have.
Yeah.
You can start. We can go one each.
I'll start with my pride and joy, which is Fauna. Love.
We should have done it the other way. We should have started with like last one and end.
Sorry, I've gone in there now. I have Fauna and I love her.
She's very darling.
She is. Other than the fact that I don't know if this is a Fauna thing or just a my Fauna thing.
Oh.
She, constantly goes around with no clothes on.
She just wants to be a free lady.
I've given her clothes. I've given her dresses and shirts. Sometimes she will wear this green jumper dress thing that I've given her, which is quite cute. But so often she will just go back to, the white like undervest that all characters have. Like if you've ever undressed your character in the shop, like the white vest underneath.
Yeah.
Fauna will just go around in that.
Maybe glitched out or something.
I don't know. Surely they shouldn't do that.
No, I haven't seen any of mine do that.
No.
I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna keep giving Fauna clothes so that she has enough clothes to cycle through that she can stop wearing nothing.
Yeah. Maybe I'll pull pictures as we talk so people know how they look like, as they probably I assume not everyone will know. I don't know. There's so many. This is Fauna. A little deer.
Except she doesn't wear that cute little thing. No, she wears nothing.
I kind of think it's hilarious, though.
Yeah.
So this is my favorite one, since we're doing it that way. Doesn't look that way in my game, but he's not wearing that. But it's Bones.
We love Bones.
We like Bones. He's
someone's just said my hippo Bubbles goes around in her undershirt a lot. Why?
It's a thing. What is her personality? Nudist.
But Bones is adorable.
He is,
isn't he?
Yeah, his house is a library, basically. It's very cute. I love him a lot. Yeah. What's next on yours?
I'm gonna grab a picture of my second love.
Oh, Nicole just said I have fauna. So much. Oh. Oh, has an islander ever scared you?
Well, I feel like this one could scare people. This is Lucky. He is a dog in mummy tissue because he had an accident, but he never tells you what that accident was.
Have you tried Googling it?
I haven't looked into it, but I genuinely don't think it's ever said what his accident was. But he is lazy.
Released it or something, that'd be cool.
But yeah, he's lazy, and apparently he's one of the rare ones, and I found him on a mystery island, and he's childish and just, I love him.
Yeah. So my childish one is Clyde. Let me find him. So for a while, I didn't really like him much, or I assumed wrongfully that I wouldn't like him because he's a horse. Not because he's a horse, but because he looked a very similar version of Buck, which I will show you now, who is now living in a different island. But tell me this dude does not look angry, like constantly angry, and a joke, which is not my favorite at all. I don't want sportsy ones in my island. I already feel bad about not exercising as much, so like get that nonsense out of my face. I come here like sitting on my ass. I don't want to see them like exercising, feeling bad. But yeah, Buck was just kind of annoying a little bit to me. So and Clyde was moved in randomly, like by Tom Nook, just assigned to me, because at that point I did not know what like villager hunting is. So I didn't know there was an option for me to actually go and look for someone. And so I didn't really speak to him at first, not like on purpose, but just kind of didn't. And then I did, and he's so sweet and childish, and I love him so much. He speaks about food constantly. I just relate a lot. He's so cute. And I gave him these like green overalls, and oh my god, so cute.
Adorable.
Oh my god. I saw someone give Lucky an eye patch, which made him blind. Oh no. That's like call animal abuse. Oh.
Bless him. And his house is a gravesite, Nicole said. It is.
Yeah. It's a bit creepy. It's a bit
creepy.
Yeah,
and also he has creepy music playing as well. He's going for that vibe. What are we on now? Third love is Maddie. She's a peppy dog, but like peppy in a, I don't know, childlike sort of way. Like, yeah. I think because she's adorable. Like, her face is just adorable. But yeah, she's peppy. She wants to be a pop star. Normal peppy character traits, but she's adorable.
Yeah. I'm like not going in order anymore because I don't know my new ones that well. So I'm just going to go random now. But I'll leave the ones that I don't really love anymore for the end. But another one that I really, really like is I think somewhat unpopular. No one really likes him that much, but I really do, and it's Ken. He is this ninja chicken.
Ninja chicken.
He's a ninja chicken, but he is the most polite ninja chicken. He is the most like gentlemanly of any of the characters. He is a smug villager, but he's a very different smug, I'm learning. Very different smug character from Zell and Raymond, which are also smug, but they basically have the same lines, I'm kind of finding out. I don't know, because this is the first like kind of proper day with Zell in here, and I didn't really play much today, but I just really love his personality. He's so nice. It was kind of funny though, because he said like, "Oh, I really like trains. Don't tell anyone," and then he put a massive train model outside his house.
I'm also now kind of going out of order, but another one that I didn't love to start with, but have definitely grown fond of, and I can't even remember how I got this character. I can't remember how she arrived, but Naomi. And when you look at her, like, she doesn't look like
She's
your traditional. Pardon?
She's a lot to look at.
She is a lot to look at, and the inside of her house is all like antiques and dark wood and stuff. Like she's a snooty character. So you put Snooty with this image and her like antique in her house, and you kind of think she's going to be like one of those ones that says like, "Why are you so obsessed with me? Leave me alone," sort of thing. But she's not. She's so lovely. She's the one that I've gone on treasure hunts with. Like, I feel like I've built friendship points easier with Naomi than I have with anyone else. And like, she's the one that is constantly giving me presents and giving me medicine and stuff, but she's a snooty. Whereas her personality, in my opinion, comes across way more sisterly.
To be fair, Goldie has also given me medicine, and she's not sisterly either. I think it's when you build up a really good friendship, they just kind of heal you. If they see you need it. Yeah.
I think Naomi is underrated. She's lovely.
Speaking of the ones that do tell you to go away and why you're so obsessed with them, even if it's just the second time you're speaking to them, this is a character that Pashmina is going to be replacing. So she's gone now. Buck and her, Renee, were my beginning ones. And boy, both of them were just not great. I think that probably didn't help with when I started, and I was like, these both are kind of rude when I guess I just started, and like second time I speak to Renee, she's like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" I was like, "I don't want to feel that way." But like there's much nicer ones out there.
For sure.
But the one that, oh yeah, so Pashmina is the one that's going to be with me, but she was wearing much cuter clothes. Like that jumper, like the rainbow jumper, was definitely a selling point for me. Because this one just seems a bit risque. Like she was wearing a cozy jumper and it was cute. I don't know her yet. She's moving in tomorrow.
Another one of mine is Kat. She's not my favorite, but she's a sisterly. But I don't feel like I've built friendship with her as easy as I have the others. But yeah, she's not my fave. I don't have much of an opinion on her.
Yeah. Are you gonna be replacing her then if she would get a bubble?
I probably would if she got a bubble, but she's not like top priority to get rid of.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just getting a picture. Now this is Goldie. Jade's love, and I'm still insistent that if you find her on an island, then you should take her, because you don't think about like sharing Tom Nook or the Nooklings as like, oh, you only can have one. Like you need to get her. If you get her, like find your Goldie. This is not your Goldie. This
Goldie,
one
for Backstory: Goldie is my favorite Animal Crossing character. Full stop, ever. In Wild World, back in the day when I was addicted to Wild World, on that was the DS before, that was like the original DS, Wild World. Goldie, I have no idea what you said. Goldie was my best friend. Like, loved her. I had her portraits and stuff, and like we were BFFs, and I love her, and she has her on her island.
I don't understand what is it with you with like saying that we can both have her, but like, see, the one that you would have would be the one that you have the relationship with. This is a different Goldie. There's so many golden retrievers out there, Jade.
Fair.
Yeah. She does speak about you though, which is cute.
I love her. It was your islander, and I talked about her more than you did. The only one of my original 2 that I have left, because I also had Paula and she moved out, is Flip. He is a jock monkey, but again, he's like a child, and he's just fun. Like, I don't dislike him, and I normally would dislike the jock characters because they constantly go on about weightlifting and running. All they want to talk about is working out, whereas he's just fun.
Yeah, it's funny how some of the villagers, you feel like it wouldn't be your thing, but then they like grow on you so much, like Clyde and Ken. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just he doesn't seem to like push the exercise on you, but it's like, I went out for a 37-mile run yesterday, and then I was really dehydrated and flopped on the floor.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I will answer that later. So, but someone said they have Goldie because they have the amiibo card. Is that not something you have?
I don't have amiibo cards. No.
I don't know what they are. I know there's cards, you can write them, but
you can buy like card packs, and then you can scan them into your game, so you get the character in game. I don't know if you've seen people do it on New Horizons.
I've heard them speak about it, but I don't know where those cards like come from. Like,
you used to be able to buy them in like toy shops and stuff, like Pokemon cards, like Animal Crossing cards, and if you scan them in,
they're discontinued now.
Yeah, they're out of stock everywhere. They were going to do a new season with New Horizons, but with everything that happened in the world, it didn't happen. Yeah. And now people are selling the cards on eBay for like stupid money.
Yeah.
If you scan an amiibo card into New Horizons, that character will visit your campsite, and then you get them like you did with Zell. It would be like that. You have to get them to move in.
Yeah. So this is the question as well. Would you buy Animal Crossing merchandise?
I have.
Oh yeah. Although is that merchandise though? I don't know.
It's not official merchandise, but
yeah, it's so fun.
Do
you want to keep it?
Yeah.
Do you want to say, or do you want to keep it a suspense?
Well, I have a mug, so it's no secret.
A mug?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the figurine thing.
Oh no, I didn't actually buy any of those. They were
Oh, right. I see. I was thinking the figurine all the time.
No, I do want them. They are nice, but yeah, I would have all sorts of Animal Crossing merchandise. If they did like Funko Pop type things, like these ones that I found on Etsy, I would have them all.
Yeah, that's really cute. I did look into a hoodie from Redbubble, but I still haven't decided on which one I want, because I have the Castlevania hoodie and I love it so much, and I wanted a second one for ages, because like when that one's in the wash, I want to have another one. I just really like their hoodies, but they're really pricey, so I'm just been like, this is for like months I've been trying to save up on the so I don't feel guilty. But but it might be Animal Crossing one, maybe.
With Ken's face on it.
There was some like funny things, but I don't know. It could be Avatar still, because when I initially wanted it, I wanted an Avatar, but I don't know. I don't know yet. Hard decisions, that is. Hard life decisions. Would you guys, and also what would you want from them. I know there's a book, like a guide, but I don't know if there's actual. Oh, someone said you can buy amiibo cards on Etsy. If you had a Goldie one, would you invite her? Would you use it?
I know you've just told me that it wouldn't be weird that we would both have a Goldie.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Do you know how many versions there are?
I know, but they're versions that I never visit, whereas I visit you a lot in Animal Crossing. So it would be weird because I would like regularly talk to two versions of the same character, and that's.
I have a feeling that at some point I will just have to say goodbye to Goldie so you can have her.
But I don't want you to, because I don't want you to kick Goldie out. She deserves to be happy.
There's no winning. I want you to have Goldie. It like means so much more to you. Oh, Jay, did you know there is a Ghibli Switch skin?
I didn't.
Mm.
I did not know that. I like my Pokemon one though. It's not a skin, it is the Pokemon Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with this. I'm a big Pokemon fan, if you didn't know. I'm not just a fan of Animal Crossing and Ghibli. I also love Pokemon.
I see I never played Pokemon because no one fucking told me that was a thing when I was growing up. I'm very bitter about it. Because I know I would have loved it. I just didn't grow up surrounded by people who... We played outside, basically. I was in the group that
we played outside with our Pokemon cards.
See, like, I just played outside. But I want to try and see if it's not too late for me to actually get into that at some point. Once I'm not as obsessed with this, because there's no time for two things. I want to try the Zelda game as well. And there's some like calming games that I've seen around that I want to try. But anyway, I was wanting to ask, because you said it's a Pokemon, but that's so weird because I would think the Pokemon would be like red. Why yellow?
It's the edition that came with Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee. So it's Pikachu's skin color and Eevee's skin color. And then if you can see on the back, it's got little silhouettes of Pikachu and Eevee.
Oh, you know what? I thought those was grease marks.
No.
Because I thought, you know, like with... Sorry. I see it now, though. I see it now.
You think I'm that greasy?
No, I don't know. Maybe you had crisps or something. I'm just speaking from personal experience. Interesting. I think there is a blue and like a green one that's Animal Crossing, isn't there?
Yeah.
And the other ones are like interchangeable, yeah. Like for me, it's not, but like for the other one, it's the one that you have.
Like you can.
Yeah. Yeah, which looks fun.
And you can get like extra ones, so you can play like 4-player games. Because these, if you play multiplayer, these turn into like that is then the controller.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have extras, you can play like 3-4-player games.
Would you want a skin, or is that not something that interests you?
No, I like my Switch the way it is. I bought the Pokemon edition because I wanted the Pokemon edition.
Yeah, I would maybe want it at some point. Not at the moment, but I do have the grips. I don't know if you can see the little grips.
Oh, cute.
I have the ones with little paws as well, but the colors didn't go as well. But at some point when I get bored, I will change it. Just got them off Etsy. It wasn't expensive at all. Villagers, yes, okay. So
yeah, that's what we were doing.
I think it's your turn because we spoke about Goldie, no?
And then I mentioned Flip.
Oh, okay. So it is me then. Okay. The other one that I also really like is her. Shepherd. I'm not entirely certain how you pronounce her name properly, but she's really cute. I really like her. She's just sweet. There's nothing really I can say about her, but like she's just sweet. I like her.
A relatively recent addition to me is Keaton. He is a smug bird. And he reminds me of some of the birds that I used to be friends with back in Wild World. Used to be friends with Sterling and Apollo and Amelia back in the day. I apparently had a lot of birds back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the like eagle ones. I think they are cool.
Why are there no normal pictures? Oh, there we go. One. Another fairly recent addition to mine is Raymond, who is a pretty sought out character that I just got in a campsite. Just got really lucky. I did get really lucky. I will say I don't see why just yet. I do like him, don't get me wrong. I do actually like him. I just don't see the hype. I think it's because it's a new addition, but everyone's new to me. So I love him, and
he's new, and also I think it's the hipster vibe that he's got. People just like
a businessman vibe. His thing is an office.
Yeah.
But he does keep talking about being famous, which I always wonder, like, a famous businessman? But he's keep talking like about being a celebrity and stuff, which is just not like, maybe that's what it is. I don't like when villagers talk about becoming famous.
He's Elon Musk in Animal Crossing.
Yeah. I do like him. I only had him for probably less than a week or something, maybe a bit more, but I didn't like play that much every day or something. But so I still need to get to know him, and he does say some like funny things as well, so I do like that. He gossiped about you. He did the gossiping, I sent it to you, like, oh, she made a pretty penny.
On the topic of a pretty penny on turnips, you know how I came to yours and sold them for like 200 and something? Friend of mine messaged me today, do you have any turnips to sell? My island is buying them currently for 603 bells. It's like,
that's a lot. That is a lot.
No. I've never seen it that high.
I have seen it on Turnip Exchange that high, but I've personally never had it over like 200-ish. Like 230 was maybe the highest.
Anyway, next for me is one that I probably would get rid of, which is Rex. I don't say I get rid of him because he's bad. He's not. He's just very similar personality to Lucky. Like, they have a lot of the same dialogue lines, and I like Lucky a lot more than I like Rex. So in order to have some variety, I would swap him out.
Yeah. The next one that I have is Patty. She's cute. She's all right. She talks a lot about, again, becoming famous. And I think it was probably going to be one of the next ones that if they get a bubble, I will probably just let them go. Because with her, I don't know if Zelle's going to be the same, but Raymond and Zelle already talking about becoming famous, although they're smug. I think I don't need a third one. Talking about
Peppy, isn't she? Yeah.
She wants to be like a pop star or whatever. She does call me Overlord, though, and I do appreciate that. So I'll be sad to see that go, but maybe someone else will get a nickname for me. It's just so funny because now she just, like, when she calls me, she's like, hey, Overlord. I was like, yes, that's me.
It's like Madeline calls me Superstar. Next, I have Bangle. She is my newest addition. We went hunting not that long ago, and she was the first villager I came across on a mystery island. And fun fact, if you don't know this about me, I'm obsessed with tigers. I love tigers. Like, as a child, I was like unhealthily into tigers. And then coming across a tiger villager, I was like, I'm having her. And I have her now.
It was funny because we like set up a whole like date. Like, although similarly to me, like, I think I also only got like 5 tickets. Yeah. It was like, and the last one that I haven't mentioned already is Monty, who is a cranky monkey that I kind of talked about, and he's gonna be on the next one to go move.
And then my last one.
He's pretty. He's definitely not like unpleasant to the eye, but he's cranky, not in a nice way.
And then my cranky Pee-wee.
Your top list of kicking out.
Yeah, he needs to go. Yeah, there you go. That's all of our Islanders.
Yeah. Aw, Sydney calls me Muffin.
That's adorable.
Yeah, Raymond is the best. Maybe yeah, do tell me though. Like, I'm genuinely, I want to know. I do like him though. I feel like I need to clarify it. I don't dislike him by any means. I just know that he's like one of the best, like one of the most coveted characters. I just want to know why women missing.
Like, people sell him, like when they've got him in boxes on their island or something, for so many bells to let someone come and take him.
Yeah, I know. I think it's like going down now because there's someone else, like the little squirrel is more popular now.
Marshall, yeah.
But oh, that's adorable. That is cute.
Did you get any more questions on Instagram for us?
Yes, a couple. Let me check. I think
someone's just asked if Resetti is in the new game. No, he is not.
Oh, there's some animals that got deleted?
Resetti is one that you're glad is not there. If you ever exited the game without saving, you would have like a 20-minute rage when you signed in the next time from Resetti, who is a mole who would pop up outside your house and have a go at you about leaving without saving and tell you how you could ruin everything. You're so inconsiderate. You have no one likes Resetti.
What the hell is some sort of guilt trip, you mole?
Well, I think it's because in New Horizons, like, it saves itself quite a lot, and there are a lot of things that people do that involve not saving to like trick things out of it. But yeah, no one misses Resetti. My island name is Aramore.
Sorry, I had to reopen 1 second.
It's okay. I'm just answering questions whilst you're looking up. But yeah, Aramore. It's named after the city in the Great Coats.
What's your favorite fruit? Do you have a favorite fruit?
Cherries, probably.
Mine is peaches, which is my starter fruit.
Yeah, cherries is my starter fruit.
I'm really happy with my starter fruit, though when I started, I had no idea that's even a thing.
I got all of the fruits pretty quickly. That was my first mission.
I had them because you gave them to me. I only had pears and peaches. Where did you get all of them, by the way?
Friends.
Ah, okay.
So,
where do you get them if you don't play with other people? Maybe you don't.
If you don't play with other people, you can't. You can only get your fruit and then your sister fruit on the Mystery Islands.
Mm. But there's loads of communities online, and they do fly to one another, even if you don't know anyone in real life.
Yeah, there's loads of those. The only thing stopping you is if you don't have a Nintendo Online subscription. That's the only thing that would get in your way.
That's true. Thankfully, it's not like outrageously expensive or anything.
Yeah, it's very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Very.
So speaking of favorite like fruits, might as well just do a favorite flower.
I like them all for different reasons. Like, I love the roses, but I also love the lilies. But then a field of tulips, like loads of tulips together, also looks really good. But then also, like, the colours of the hyacinths, like the hybrid colours of those look really good. They
Hyacinth
all
is my favorite.
pros.
I love hyacinths, but my local flower is roses. And I think I will love lilies. I have the seeds, but I haven't planted them because my island is a mess and there's too many flowers already that I need to move. So once I have like a proper spot for it, I'll plant it then. Favorite thing to do in Animal Crossing?
Fish.
Oh, really? That's
I love
interesting.
fishing.
I was talking with the Patreons today in the Discord, and they also said like fishing, which is really funny.
When I first started, like when it was back when you're waiting for things to open and stuff early in the game, all I did was fish.
But that was basically the only thing you can do at that point.
It is, which is a good job. I love it.
That's true. I did really enjoy it at the beginning. I haven't fished in the whole of May, not even once, I don't think. But that's, I don't know, because I think that's when I kind of got the terraforming tool. My whole time was just doing that.
Yeah, I love fishing. I can't wait for the season change when we get all of the exotic fish.
Yeah, I will fish then. Do you have a character on your island that you don't like? We kind of answered that already. Yeah, I don't have anyone that I strongly dislike anymore because I got so lucky to get rid of 2 on the same day. No, it was the day apart, but still pretty much on the same day. What is on your wish list?
All of the diner furniture. I am getting through that though, but I just have it all in such mismatched colors.
I want all of the items, to be honest. I feel like I don't have enough items to like make things that I want. But just
you have so many more items than me though.
I've done a couple of cataloging parties through Turnip Exchange, but only 2 because it takes so long. But I was like, I was just passing time while Logan was playing, and I was like, I'll try. It's always a risk though, because people can just take it.
Yeah.
And go. But I did get a couple of things from there, but not that many, because obviously repeats and stuff. But anyway, the thing that I really do want is that wallpaper that everyone loves from Sahara.
The cafe wall, yeah.
And I want the hanging plants. But for the villagers,
they're all really pretty.
Yeah, I do want them a lot. Even though I haven't not even touched my house, I'm focusing on the outside first.
Yeah.
But for the villagers, my 2 ones that I want are Eric and Shep, which is apparently very unpopular, Shep. But I think he's cute.
I really want Audie. I love Audie. I think she's lovely. But otherwise, I don't really have high priorities because my top would be Goldie, and I can't do that. So
you can though. You can.
No.
What is a catalog party? So very briefly, it's when someone is like hosting a catalog party. There's this website called Turnip Exchange. You have to be careful there because there's like people who will like take a payment or something and then not let you in or something like that. But I've been on there for like, I've maybe done like 5 flights. So like 5 things I signed up for. And I've only saw really nice people. So it was just really cute. We would type so long. Typing is so difficult there. But everyone is just sitting there like doing that music thing, you know? It's cute. So I think maybe I just got really lucky. It takes a while because you have to queue. So if you don't have time, that's why I don't do it often because it's like so time consuming. But anyway, a catalog party. So basically, if you pick up an item that someone else dropped, you don't have to keep it. You pick up the item and then you drop it back so they can pick it back up. But because you already had it in your inventory, it will go onto your catalog, which is at the Nook shop, where you can order the items. You can order 5 items per day from the Nook shop, which is at the residential area a bit. So basically, there's usually 3 people, including the host. So you fly to their island, and then you drop 9 or whatever you agree. Usually it's 9 items that you think they're cool that you have. And then you will go usually like clockwise into another slot, and then you pick up the 9 items that other person's dropped, and then you drop them back again, go onto another plot, pick them up, drop again, go into your own plot, pick them up, like pick your items that you came with, and do the little dance and leave. And then the other, so if you did 9 items each, then another 18 new items would appear in your catalog, though usually it's like some overlap, so maybe 10 or so. So that is a catalog party. Which, by the way, I did not know what it was, and I kept seeing those listings for catalog party. I was like, what is that? Because no one explains it, obviously, there. So it was kind of funny. Every Animal Crossing conversation ends in Jade being frustrated about Goldie.
I aggressively love her.
You need to just take her. Like, how can I help you do that? You don't want me to send her away. Like, you don't want to get another one, but like, you want her. It's like impossible to please you. It's so funny.
I'm happy that you have her and she's happy. If Goldie's happy, I'm happy.
But well, you can always come and visit then.
I will.
It's so funny because she was also the one, like a villager that just got assigned. Because again, I didn't know until recently that you can.
Got so lucky.
I have Buck and Renee. Excuse me. But I also did not know like who was good and who was kind of like you know. So I did not know how lucky I was until you told me. Yeah. Oh, someone saying, I'm in a really great Discord and we have catalog parties all the time and send each other gifts from our wish list. See, that's cute. We send some stuff to each other as well. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of like Discord channels, I think, that if you have time, but you obviously have to just find nice people.
Yeah.
I really want to move things around, but don't have all of my residents yet. Well, when you sell land, you can pick where to put them. Mm-hmm. But also is kind of like Jade said, it's kind of a game you just kind of be patient with. I would give her to Jade, but see, I thought that when someone leaves your island, because I never had it before, like no one left before Renee did, I thought that once they decide to move, you get that camp, like you get the tent in your pocket so you can place them or keep them for however long you want to not have anyone. But no, it's just the same plot that gets reassigned to someone. So I thought that once you get rid of someone, you just wait until I can get Goldie in boxes, and then you can come over, talk to her, and get her. But that's not gonna happen. Like,
the timing would just never align for me having a plot and you having Goldie in boxes at the same time. It's never gonna happen.
The only way we could ever arrange that is if we time travel. That's about it. And even then, with great difficulty.
It's still very difficult, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not even the same day. Like I would have to say yes to Goldie moving out before Jade even would know that. Wait,
I would have to kick someone out one day and then they'd be in boxes the next. So you would have to kick Goldie out the same day I kick some. No, I would have to kick someone out the day before you kick Goldie out. Yeah. And I would have them in boxes the day you're kicking Goldie out, so that the plot's available the day that Goldie's in boxes. It would never work.
Basically, if you kick someone out, tell me the next day, and I'll check if Goldie has a bubble. If she has a bubble, then you can have her. Agreed?
If that ever happens, then okay.
Good. Oh, totally. You can have her for Christmas. How can you time travel? So some people choose to set a different time on their Switch. So you can go into the system settings and then you can change your time and it will change in game if you choose to do that. Which we don't.
We don't do that, no. Yay!
Very excited for you to start it. Also for that, tell us what the Discord is. Maybe people want to join as well. Co-parenting at its best. I agree. Let me check what other questions we got. Oh, someone asked for creator codes you use, which I wish I noted, but I did not.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
Which I probably should have, but I did not.
If you just Google,
there's not actually
one,
but there's not overwhelming amount, I don't feel, on the internet.
Yeah, and there are some patterns that have become like very well known, like the farm ground pattern. If you just put into Google Animal Crossing New Horizons farm custom pattern, you will find the dirt that people use for farms.
Yeah, or the pillow with the seedling thing.
Yeah. The signs that I've now got outside my museum as well. So if you just put fossil sign custom pattern.
Yeah, or the ones for your orchard, there's also a lot of those. Like with the fruit types, which I still need to get at some point. How long did it take for you to be able to start terraforming your island? Oof. I think maybe a month, but I had a very long time in between Tom Nook telling me that I need to get KK's lighter onto my island until I got actually him onto my island. So I was doing other things.
Yeah, you have to get 3 stars, don't you? In order for KK to appear. I don't know how long it took me.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it must be about a month, because maybe a bit less, because I got it
3 weeks maybe.
I wasn't playing that much, so I don't know.
I was playing non-stop, so I think I did it in probably the quickest time you can without time traveling, because literally I took time off work to play Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah. How funny is that now?
Yeah, I know. If I had known. I had holiday to use before the end of the financial year. It's fine.
It's going to happen. Believe it. That's for Goldie, I think. Have faith. Put it out in the universe. Yeah, we can manifest this. Let's manifest the change. Do you guys have a wish list? No, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like people having wish lists. Like
I don't have one, but
that's so cute. I would love for people to have wish lists, so then I can check if I have something people really want. That's cute.
It is really sweet.
I like the community so far. It's been really quite nice. Not that I've really spoken to many.
One thing that a lot of people say about the Animal Crossing community, and it's been the same through all games, like the Animal Crossing community is just so pure, and like all you want to do is help people.
Yeah, that's what
it's not a competition. You can't drag someone down. It's your positivity.
Yeah, and I feel like that's been like one of the kind of critiques of Turnip Exchange website, because there's obviously people who take advantage of other people. Like there's a way to like block the entrance into the thing, and a lot of the listings have like a fee. So if someone has turnips going for like 600 bells, someone will ask for, let's say, 5 Nook Mile tickets, and then there's gonna be assholes who are gonna like take the tickets before you go into the island, because usually you pay before you go, and then either not let you, or just I assume maybe the price is different, you know, like maybe it's like, I don't know. I personally never had that, but I can see like how you would be cautious about that. But you can choose. There's loads of people who just do it like, you know, no fee, just tips appreciated, or you can pay afterwards. So just if you want to do it. But like, as I said, I only had really fun times.
Yeah, I've never used Turnip Exchange, but I have a lot of friends that play.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I only
from them.
really, I only know you, and now I know a couple of people from like my Patreon Discord started, so we're probably gonna exchange codes. But like, other than you, I had no one. So for me, it was like I actually felt a bit nervous for the first time because I was like, oh my god, people. But like, actually, like once I've done it a couple of times, it's really fun. It's like because people are just nice and like do the emoticon stuff and
Yeah.
people being nice. And I don't mind the fees. I know some people have like, oh, you should do it for free and stuff. But even if someone doesn't ask for a fee, I will tip because they're just sat there like for hours letting people come in.
Yeah.
Because you also risk people trampling your flowers and stuff like that. There's
I
like
know some people do like put up fences, don't they? So it's like you can't only go to the shop.
But even then, there's gonna be some flowers there around and stuff. But still, I think it's a lot of like it's nice for people to just let strangers come in and do. I think it's totally fine to ask for something, and even if not, then always tip. Be nice.
People I remember it going kind of viral on Twitter. That girl that had Elijah Wood just come to her island.
Yeah, I saw this. Like, can I sell my turnips? It's so cute. Oh, you don't have to tell everyone. I have Sherb. He's so nice. I have no Animal Crossing friends. Sherb is so nice. See, which I hope no one takes out of context.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but that's adorable, especially this time, obviously. Oh.
Yeah, I suppose it's similar to what we did on your balcony with bags on our heads. That was our version of a date.
I don't think it's similar at all.
I think it's quite similar. We spent time together doing things that we enjoy together.
Yeah, I think it started with you saying, do you want this helmet? And I was like, no, I don't really like wearing anything on my head unless it's a paper bag. There's this paper bag. You know what? Let me just find the video. There's this paper bag in the game, and I just think it's hilarious. And I had to, because obviously when I saw it at a like sister's shop, I was like, I gotta get myself some of that. And I got two just because I felt like I'll need one day, and I did. And then when Jade came over, I bestowed upon her the paper bag. I
assume you're looking for the video.
Yeah, I'm looking for the video. So this is the video. I hope it replays. It does not. There it is. We're just running around, and it was kind of reflecting. And I just had two intellectuals running around in the bags.
It was great fun.
It was really fun. Oh, where is the Instagram? A villager who definitely don't want to move into your island, like Pietro. I don't know who Pietro is, but
Pietro is a really colorful sheep. Awful looking. Any koalas?
There's some like creepy looking squirrels, though. I will say some are really cute, but some look devilish.
Rachel had Pietro, and he's the worst.
Honestly, some of my villages are really questionable. I wonder what were they thinking creating, but if everyone would be cute, I suppose. And again,
people out there that actively search for the wacky ones because that's what they're into.
Yeah. I don't think I would like any anteater. I haven't looked through the whole list, but so far all of the ones that I've seen were just kind of,
Nah.
Actually, there's a lot that would probably, but I don't know, maybe once I got to know them,
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But yeah, you base a lot of it on what they look like when you see them on the Mystery Island. You're like, no.
I don't understand turnips, someone said. Okay, so let me explain. I did not understand turnips for a long time, but it's basically stock market. So every Sunday from morning to 12, what's her name?
Daisy May.
Daisy May will come over and wander around your island, and she will be selling turnips. The price will usually vary, I think, from like 90 to 120 or something like that, maybe a bit more. So the price for you to buy the turnips will vary, but more importantly, the price for you to sell the turnips will vary. So if you, for example, buy a bunch of turnips for 92 bells each, and then every day you can check with the nooklings what prices are there for the turnips, and then maybe you have like 600, which basically never happens to people. It's very rare.
How she had that today? Wild.
But you can have it for like 200 or something, and then you have a great profit, because the way that it works is actually when you buy 10 turnips, it's actually 1,000, because one turnip acts as 100. It's a bit annoying, it's a bit misleading, but you basically make a lot of profit. That being said, you kind of risk because you buy them and it's expensive to buy, but also you might not have the price that's higher from what you bought.
Like, I bought some for 92. The price that the nooklings want to buy them from me very rarely go above like 60. I have really bad luck with that. Like, my shop is very rarely above 60, maybe.
So it's an algorithm, so it means at some point you probably will have a massive like thing. And there's a website called Turnip Profit where you can insert
for each day,
and it knows the algorithm, and it will calculate the likelihood of your, like, I love that kind of stuff. So I'm there with that graph. Literally, I have it on my screen now. This week I had a small spike. Which was so annoying because on like late Tuesday, because the price changes twice. So there's a price in the morning and the price in the afternoon. And on Tuesday evening, it said that I had a 90% chance there's going to be a large spike. And I got all excited about it because it looked like, you know, it can get anywhere from like 200 to 600 price. And 10% I'll have a small spike. And then I log in on Wednesday morning, enter the price, and it's a small spike. As that said, I don't even have a chance of having the large anymore. So that was a bit sad, but I like to just like, it's fun. It's a fun part to me, which I never thought it would be.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't understand stock market, because I feel like that would be a bit addictive to me. Literally, like, so, you know.
But yeah, it's a good way to make money.
It's good to know, like, a Discord channel or something where you can ask people if they have a higher, because that's obviously much higher chances of you getting a good profit. Then you can pay.
I've never sold my turnips on my island. I've always gone to a friend.
One day you'll be like, gee, it's selling for 800. And then we'll probably both be like, damn it, we already sold out.
Well, then I would have to put myself on the turnip exchange because, you know, make some.
Yeah, like, I put myself once there as a host because I had a crown selling, and apparently crown is like pretty coveted. I couldn't afford the crown myself because it's 1 million bells, but I'm not really fussed about it, but I knew that some people want it. And I didn't set a price. I just said, like, tips are appreciated if you can, because, like, you know, help me get the Nook Mile tickets for Hunt of the Favorite Villager. And people did. And all of the Nook, like, I had, I think, like 15 at the end. I did leave it for quite a bit there. But and not everyone obviously tipped, which is fine. Or someone tipped like a little bit of bells or something, you know. But I had like 15 Nook Mile tickets. Didn't even go through them in the Hunt. So, you know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not. You don't have to do it. It's just for some extra fun if you want. All right. Couple more?
Yes.
How is your head? You all right?
Much better, actually, yeah. I think painkillers definitely kicked in. My nose still feels funny, but yeah.
Oh. Jess actually asked us, what are some discarded island names you both had before choosing yours? I didn't.
Yeah, I had kind of settled on Aramore pretty quickly.
Yeah. I don't love it, mine, like Denial. It's funny, like it's fine. Like I don't mind it.
I like it.
I just feel like there's probably loads of other people who have it as well because it's such a common pun, but it's all right. Becca started her island and she got Pears.
I like Pears are underrated.
Who's Bam?
Flo.
I'll Google. I'll Google Bam. You Google Flo?
Yep. Oh, Flo's a penguin.
Oh! Yay!
Bam! Of course, yes. Bam's good. You got lucky there. And then Flo, perhaps not so.
All right. If you change her top.
Yeah. Yeah. What are their personalities? What are their personalities?
Oh, let's check. He's so cute. Yeah. Oh, you got lucky. I got two really crappy.
Flo is sisterly.
Oh, sisterlies are great. They're like supposed to be like sisters.
Yeah.
So easy to befriend. Jock and sisterly. Oh, right. Jock is not that great. Wait, Bam is Jock? Oh, that's so weird. Why did they make that? Like, I don't know. I always question.
Oh, of course they are. Everyone starts with a Jock and a sisterly.
Really?
That is...
No, I started with Renee and Buck. Renee is not sisterly.
Renee is sisterly.
Renee is happy. She's sisterly? But she always talks about getting famous and stuff. And she says, she's the one that said, stop being obsessed with me. She is sisterly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone
she does not seem
sisterly. Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. I thought that she did not act like a sister.
Cherry is my favorite sisterly.
Huh?
Britt has just commented, Cherry is my favorite sisterly. Cherry is the best sisterly. I love Cherry.
Is that the one that's like red dog?
Yeah. She's like punk dog. Love her.
She's too similar to Flick to me.
I like Flick too.
Yeah. Okay.
Rachel just said I would die for Cherry. Yeah. Cherry is lovely.
How did you get started designing your island? I feel stuck. I still feel stuck in a lot of parts.
Accidents. Happy accidents, bad accidents. You just do it until it's right.
Yeah. I also watch TikTok, and there's loads of like little island kind of pictures and stuff there. And sometimes I will see something that I'll be like, oh, that's cool, but it's not quite what I like. But then I will swap it to like take some bits out and then like put whatever you want in it. But I mean, I also find myself sometimes inspired by a piece of furniture. You know, you get something and you're like, oh, I could make like I don't know, let's say it's like a diner table, and you're like, oh, I could make a diner, you know. And then you don't have any other items that fit the theme, so you just like pause it and then never do it. I'm not bitter. Oh, there's something about Jake there.
Totally missed that Jake fell into the live stream this afternoon for the dolphins. The dolphins are my favorite live stream thing of Jade. You just like checking in on my dolphins. Yeah, I was doing a live with Gavin this afternoon. And Jake walked into the library and didn't know I was on live. And you know how Jake doesn't like being on camera ever. So he opened the door and his face was like right here, and he just kind of went again. And then one of the dolphins, which were in here, so we did it again, and like clearly put his face on the camera again, and then ducked to get the dolphins.
Oh, that's hilarious. I want to see that. How are the dolphins? How many have survived?
Honestly, Jake's eaten more of those dolphins than I have now.
You must hide them.
The house isn't that big. Where would I hide them?
Is it still more than half left, or?
No.
No.
They are depleting.
What do you struggle the most in the game? I think I struggle the most like spacing things because I sometimes really want things to line up. But in game, it's not actually that easy to line things up because you cannot actually see the squares on the ground. And because the way that you see the game, like you only see like this amount of like floor and then it curves. So sometimes it's kind of hard to know if it's lined up with other things because you don't actually see a lot around you. I wish there was a little like a zoom out button, like not for playing, but just to view. I know you can have the map, but it's still a bit different.
Yeah, the thing that annoys me the most and that I find the most difficult to do is tree placement. Just because of the like eating to dig them up, like it's very long-winded, and I want the option to have a bird's eye view of where I'm putting my trees.
Yeah.
You don't get that.
Yeah. I thought that
even can move trees is such a step up from previous games. Like that was never an option before.
Yeah. I don't actually mind that much. What I do kind of like wish was different is that maybe you could store them somewhere because you can store them anywhere. Like if I just move stuff and I want to do something else and then move them back, then I have to do the whole thing twice because you can't put them in your inventory and you can't like stock like put them anywhere. So yeah. I think that's the most. There's not many annoying bits in there, to be honest. It's pretty chill.
Yeah, but it's
my
not a difficult game. You what?
My own indecision sometimes is like, or like I'll see something in my head how I want it, and then I start it. Like currently, I was wanting like botanic gardens, but I started. It's like I think it's gonna be some local park more than anything, because I don't know. Oh, I do have one thing that really annoys me is the fact that you cannot move your resident service. That annoys me a lot because it is so inconvenient where it is now. I don't like where it is. It's just in the way.
I think I got pretty lucky with my placement of resident services because it is literally airport, about 5 squares, resident services, like directly.
Yeah. I saw videos where people have it like 1 square to the left or right. So when you exit it, it's like just kind of like it's a small thing, but it's a bit annoying when it doesn't line up and you cannot fix it. Are the spiders scary? Honestly, I find the scorpions scarier because it's scorpion season now. Those little buggers.
I haven't come across any scorpions.
I had two, but it's just in my own island. They were just like, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm in Northern Hemisphere. Like, where are you getting these scorpions from? It's so funny.
Yeah, I haven't had them yet. I will say the first time I did Tarantula Island, like I was sweating.
Oh my god, that was an intense. I got on a Tarantula Island once as well, and that was so intense.
Yeah, it was so intense. Scary. It's just the tension of like, oh my god, they're everywhere. What am I doing?
Yeah. Yep. And I know there is like this like hack or whatever where you do the holes and then they like all glitch out, but I don't like it. I'll take my chances. Oh. I heard things about fishing times that some fishes have very particular times. Oh yeah, some fishes will come over in particular places. So I think like sturgeon is like only in the riverbanks.
Yeah, sturgeon is only in the mouths, yeah.
Which is always funny because this is Scotland's Prime Minister's like last name as well.
Over the mouth.
Yeah. And then some fishes are gonna be like just river or just ocean,
Yeah,
or
like
just the
the stringfish for me was a pain getting that stringfish. I spent like over 300 pieces of bait in one particular spot on my island because they're only between certain times and you can only find them in the second layer of land's river, and they were leaving at the end of March, so I was like desperate to get one. Pardon?
I don't know that I have that.
It's the rarest of fish for that season. So yeah,
I wish that in the, because I never actually go on to that app, the app that you have in game with your like a list of fishes and stuff. And I wish it actually showed you like maybe grayed out like what fish you can have, and then would make it colorful once you have it or something. Because like if I wouldn't go like, and I don't actually, but in order for you to know what you can and should get this season, you have to Google it. I wish it was in game, that you kind of would have like a list of possibilities for this season or something, instead of just like the list of which ones you already have. Because you have that in the museum, really.
Wow. Yeah.
That would be nice. I would like that. So then it would kind of be more like unlocking it, you know?
Yeah.
That would be nice. Because now I don't know what I'm looking. Like I didn't know about this fish. I saw and caught a first scorpion today. Well done. I hate spiders. I don't mind them too much. They're so fluffy, but I know that's very triggering for some people.
Yeah.
The art gallery was an update, right? What'd you think of it? It was, yeah. I like it. I don't get him at all. Like I had him like 2-3 times maybe maximum.
Yeah, same.
I am really looking forward to the statues just because I want them outside. So I'm excited for that, but still the only couple of times that he was at my island, he only had paint mix.
I've only got one statue. I think I've got the tremendous statue. But yeah, the art gallery is great. Like we knew it was going to happen. It has been in previous games again, so it was bound to happen. Red had to make an appearance.
Yeah, and I know that like there has been some coffee place in the previous games.
Roosters, yes.
Do you think that's going to make an appearance?
Brewster and the Roost, I do. I do think it's going to. Not even necessarily think, it's more of a no now, because there are characters in the game that like something clearly has gone wrong in the background and the character's dialogue has been, I went to Brewster's and had 10 cups of coffee and now I can't sleep.
Oh, but maybe that's just for the previous games, no? Or do you think it's
I think it's happening in this game. I reckon it will be an extension to the museum.
What do you think people could do there, though?
Buy a coffee.
Is that it?
In previous games, you could work for Brewster and like you would run errands for him and stuff. And Brewster's is where KK Slider used to perform. So I don't know if Brewster's opened, would KK Slider have his performances in there rather than in the town square? I don't know. But
interesting. And what else were there, like other than the bar?
So obviously Nook's Cranny upgrades a lot in the old games. At one point it upgrades entirely to Nookington's, which is a massive department store, like multi-story, amazing thing. Leaf used to have his own store. Hicks had his own shop. And Label used to have an extension onto the Able Sisters where she would sell bits as well. You had the Happy Home Academy store, except not store, just like station. I can't remember the otter's name, but there was an otter that ran that.
I haven't seen any otters. I would love otters.
The post office. I don't know if that's coming back. I've heard rumors that there might be the Pelicans return, but I don't know how that would work because the post office is in the airport. So I don't know about that. But there used to be a post office. There used to be a hairdresser's, but you don't need that anymore because you can do it in the mirror. But you used to be able to go to the hairdresser's and there was a poodle. I can't remember her name, but she would do your hair. What else was there? The Dream Suite. That wasn't really a shop, but you used to be able to visit other people's islands in the Dream Suite, but like it wouldn't actually be actively visiting their island. Like they wouldn't have to be online. It would just be visiting it as a showpiece. So you could walk around and explore, but not much else, just to view it.
Yeah. Do you think that they, at some point, because you know how they said they're going to keep updating and stuff, what I assume a lot of these shops are probably going to be a thing. I kind of assume at least a couple for sure. Like the Kicks and Leaf maybe. But do you think they're going to ever add like more actual villagers, like new ones? Because I wonder.
I don't think so. Like the new villagers have only ever really come with new games. Or do you mean like that you can have more than 10?
No, I meant like new villagers.
Oh, okay. I don't think there would be.
That'd be cool. They should add otters. I'm so upset now. I never really thought about it, but now I'm really upset there's no otters.
She was an otter. I think she was an otter. I'm now doubting myself.
No, but even if she wasn't, there should be. I was trying to hunt spiders on an island and they kept running away and jumping into the sea. Oh no. A faith more. Wanting. Favorite insect? I mean, butterflies are cute.
The butterflies are cute. I like the atlas moths.
Me too. And I like the colorful butterflies that like this was some rainbow or something. And the blue one.
There's the peacock butterfly is lovely. The purple emperor is quite nice as well. The butterflies are very pretty.
And bees.
Bees.
Wasps not so much, but bees I do love. Make sure, another tip is to always shake your trees. And always shake your trees from the front. So your character, with the net, so your character is directly the back at you. And when you shake, and then if there is a wasp, then they will like automatically turn to the side. And when you use your net, you'll catch the wasp instead of smacking the tree and getting stung. So if you shake your tree from like straight up in front of it, you'll never get stung. That was a hard lesson for me to learn.
Yep. Considering how many games I've played of Animal Crossing, and it's taken until this one to learn that hack.
Yeah, it wasn't even somewhere that I saw. I actually just learned it, and I was like, and then once it clicked, I was like, oh my god. But you should also shake the trees because you can get some, like, not a lot, but some bells from them, and also guaranteed 2 pieces of furniture fall out in like a leaf shape.
And also there are certain bugs that fall out of trees when you shake them as well.
Yeah, that's true. And the wasps are not all that bad because the wasp thingies, what are they called?
Hives, nests.
Yeah, you can use them to make medicine later, which is good. Even if you don't ever get stung again, but you can give it to like an islander if it's sick, which is cute.
Yeah, that actually is something I did last night. I came across a sick islander, but the shop was closed, so I couldn't go and buy medicine for him. So I went around shaking all of my trees, purposefully looking for a wasp's nest to make him medicine.
Goldie was ill, and she looked so sad.
Don't tell me this.
I gave her medicine like instantly. It's fine. I take care of our child, like custody. Eric gave me a statue. See, Eric's the best. I want Eric so much. I think it's my number one. It used to be Shep, but it's Eric now because I wasn't aware of Eric. Now it's Eric. Because as I said, like goats and deer are my favorite. But what are your favorite?
My favorite animals.
Yeah, like group. Obviously, there's always gonna be someone that you don't like in a group, but if you had to,
dogs. I love the dogs.
I do like dogs as well.
Yeah. But also the deer. The deer are pretty cute. Like I love Fauna. Diana's a really cute deer as well. Ignoring Fuchsia because she's
yeah, there's always someone.
Yeah, dogs and deer.
I do like the dogs as well. I don't mind the chicken either. I think Ken like really warmed me up to the whole chicken idea. Oh, this is about the previous games, I think. There was something with Cyrus as well.
Cyrus and Reese. Yeah, in New Leaf, they ran the retail store, which was sort of like what Nook's is now. Like in New Leaf, you had the retail store and Nook's Cranny, but in Nook's Cranny, you could only buy things. So retail is where you would sell things, and you could also sell things in like plots. Like in retail, you could sell a piece of furniture and put it up for your own price and see if one of the other villagers would buy it. But I don't imagine that coming to this, just because the selling function is in Nook's.
Yeah. Used to be a nightclub.
There did, yes. Yeah.
What animals are there on AC, like for characters? So there are
lots. Cats, dogs, birds, chickens. Like
birds and chickens are separate.
Yeah, because there's birds. There's a difference between the birds, the chickens, and the eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And penguins, no?
Oh yeah, and penguins.
Yeah. So there's basically a couple of personalities. There's the cranky, jock, lazy, and smug. And then normal, peppy, snooty, and sisterly. Oh, fun. I did not know that. That can't be right. Oh.
That they're split by gender?
Yeah. There's no normal male ones.
No, the normal male is your jock male, I think, is what's considered your like. Yeah.
Interesting. So
like
yeah,
and your smug, like your smug is like brotherly.
Yeah. Interesting. And so then there are alligators, eagles, ostriches, anteaters, elephants, penguins, bears, frogs, pigs, birds, goats, rabbits, bulls, gorillas, cats, hamsters, rhinos, hippos, sheep, horses, chickens, squirrels, cows, cubs, kangaroos, koalas, tigers, deer, lions, wolves, dogs, and mice. No, there's more. Ducks, monkeys, and octopuses. There's only 3 octopuses, I think. Wait.
Marina, Octavian, and Zucker.
The one with the weird stick in the back.
Zucker. Marina, Octavian, and Zucker.
So creepy, because that's a food thing. Oh.
Did you say robots? Because there's a robot as well.
That wasn't a category, but I think I know there's a chicken robot or a bird robot.
There's an ostrich robot, yeah. I
just realized though, because I read sheep and deer. So sheep and goat are the same, or they're separate? No, it's separate. So maybe it's 3 categories. Like I just put them all together. I don't know actually. Oh no, sheep. I know. No, I don't like them.
You like the goat and the deer.
Yeah. Yeah, no. not so much on sheep. Oh yeah, if you get, I actually have never gotten anyone with fleas.
Oh, I've had a lot with fleas.
Did you?
I've caught loads of fleas, yeah. It's an achievement as well, so I'm like not mad about it.
Yeah.
But Bangle had fleas the other day, and I caught her flea, and she said to me, "What's that, a flea? That's funny because I've never had fleas. Not even now. I've never had fleas."
I love it when you catch like a lot of the puns are just like, oh my god, the C plus, I can't anymore. But my favorite one is the ant one, because it just says in all capitals, "Show me where the queen is."
I still haven't got ants because I haven't let any of my turnips rot.
Yeah, you can only get that. I didn't have any flies though, because that's also on the turnip, but I always just scare it away because I don't notice it. Yeah.
Did we get any more questions? Have we?
No, that's about it.
Okay. I think we're good on time then, actually. We're coming up for 2 hours. So
yeah. Which was to be expected on Animal Crossing, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I hope this was interesting for you guys. I'm not sure, but I hope.
Yeah, I mean, there's bound to be people that aren't into.
Yeah, I hope it was
I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us anyway.
Yeah.
Seeing our battle over custody of Goldie.
We settled on just sharing, but also manifesting that lines, like stars align.
Yeah.
Line's a star.
Line's a star. Mm-hmm.
Line's a star. Yeah.
Oh,
I love watching this. I don't play it, but I love passionate people. Well, I appreciate it.
We are exactly that.
Yeah, we are definitely. Like all our chats nowadays is just like sharing some random photos.
Yeah, all we talk about is Animal Crossing.
Yeah, like I mean, it brought us closer together. It's fine. Also, like running around in bags. Highly recommend. If you get a bag in a store, buy it. It's so fun. It's just so random. You're just running around with a paper bag on your head.
I love the fact that with a paper bag over my head, I could just board an airplane with no questions.
And like your style is your style. Who are they to question what you wear on your head? But I don't like any other helmets though. Like they make me look weird.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because they take away your hair, I think, is just kind of like eh. But the bag takes away everything. So it doesn't look weird. Although I think witch's hat would still have a hair, but not sure.
I like the hair accessories. I have my little orange flower clip thing in my hair. And that's enough hair for me.
Yeah, but I will definitely see how people make the wish list because I think it's such a cute idea, and I like to see your updates too. I just don't know how people make it. I know there's websites with catalogs of everything.
I think it's on the Nook Exchange website.
That's also I've never used that one, but I've heard that that's also where you shifty sometimes.
I think anything online can be shifty, can't it? So.
Yeah, there's always going to be but so far, as I said, to me at least, I've been maybe lucky. No one's been nasty. Yeah. There was one guy, when I opened the island for the crown, there was one guy that came in, did not do anything, just gave me Nook Mile tickets and went away. I was like, do you not want to go in?
Lovely.
He was like, nah. I think he was just had too many of everything, so he's just being nice.
That's nice.
That was nice.
Aww.
And then he asked me what animal I'm looking for, and I was like, I'm gonna be looking for Shep, and he was like, oh, I have an amiibo card. I was like, it's okay, I actually really like the hunt because it's part of fun for me, because then you deserve it, you work for it, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to watch is the hunts, which sounds mean, but it just means you're on a hunt, you don't actually hunt.
Yeah, I think when we say hunting on Animal Crossing, makes people that aren't familiar with the game think you're murdering animals, or you're not. You're just looking for specific ones.
Yeah, we're just looking. Yeah, we're just looking. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, I think so. We don't know the theme for next one yet, but we will be letting people know soon as we decide. Obviously, if anyone has any requests, feel free to leave a comment here. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Jade.
Well, I mean, you don't have to thank me.
But I will either way. I'm very polite. And we'll see you next Friday in a week.
See you next time on
Wait, one more thing. Jade is having a readathon tomorrow, and I remember.
Oh, you remembered!
So if you want any motivation, because I know I need some, there's a 24-hour thingy. Start at midnight, I think.
Midnight, 2 hours from now, readathon for 24 hours. I'm gonna get some snooze in before then.
Yes. You should just like set it for midnight so it rings at midnight. I will be sleeping, but I will be meeting you in the morning. And
I'm going to be doing some lives and stuff on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram to check in on those, Jay's going to join me for one.
My first read-in
ever. Well,
if I just start laughing, you can kick me because it's likely it's me. in the silence, I'll just start giggling there because I'm a child.
It's not going to be silent though, is it? Your cat will start like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anyway, yes, readathon is happening in 2 hours. See some of you there. See some of you in the morning.
Yes. Okay. So happy reading for those who are reading, and happy sleeping for those who are gonna sleep. And we'll see you in the next one. Yes. Bye.
Bye.